Welcome to day 7 of our Getting Self Published in 90 Days series. If you have been following me from day 1, you would have noticed that days 1 to 7 is all about concepts. And I hope you have figured out what your concept is for your children's book because we are getting self published in 90 days. So if you've at this point, I hope you figured out your concept. So today we are narrowing down our concept to a main message. And for me, my main message is helping Freddie, who is the main character of my book, find new friends in a new environment. Freddie and his family lived in a small little town and everything was fine for them there. They had friends and they had family and they had this network of support. But circumstances change in the life of Freddie's family because dad has just gotten a new job and they're moving to a bigger town. It was exciting news, but it came with its own challenges. The challenge now is they have to settle into their new environment with no backup, no support, no network of family and friends there for them as they used to have in their little town. So for a little child, that could be very challenging. Even as adults, we know how challenging it is to move to a new place and try to form new relationships. So Freddie now had to figure out how he's going to cope in his new environment. So I have narrowed it down to helping Freddie find a new helping Freddie find new friends. And the way I do it is to first draw little sketches first and draw points that I hope to develop as I go from the beginning, the middle, and the end. Then, as I'm going as well, I'm also taking notes of what my conflict is and how I intend resolving the conflict. And as I move further down in the book, I want to start developing how that concept will end as a desired outcome. So that is all I'm doing. So let me show you what I've scribbled on paper so that you can see and do your own outline that can help you to start writing. Because by tomorrow, we should all start writing and putting these stories and putting the pieces of our main messages together. What characters best fits our story? The way I do my characters is to use my little prop. I use an old chessboard. I'm going to show you. So let's go over what I do as I make my outline. This is what my outline looks like. I draw a sketch, a rough sketch of what I intend doing, the beginning, the middle, and the end. And each section also represents where I want my conflict to start. Usually the conflict starts somewhere at the beginning, and as I make my way to the middle of the book, I should start getting some form of resolution here, creating some form of excitement as I achieve the final outcome. So that is what it looks like. I've scribbled a few things in the circles to help me know what to do as I start creating the events that happen in the story. Another way I like representing it at this point is to start introducing characters. And my method of doing this, because I love visuals, is to use an old chessboard and the pieces of a chessboard to do it. Let me show you how I do it. As you may have noticed, my kitchen table is my preferred works place because it helps me in swapping items. When I finish doing this, I'll start fixing breakfast. So it helps me to just move one thing from the table and move to the next. So I'm going to use this piece of a chess game to represent my character. As I told you earlier on, my book is based off of a previously written book. And in that book, there was and mom and dad, and there was Freddie, my main character, and Freddie had a sibling. in that book. And there was grandma who was very supportive and played a huge role in helping Freddie feel comfortable. I also want to introduce a couple of friends that lived in the neighborhood. So Freddie lived in this neighborhood and he'll be saying goodbye to the people here because there was a change in circumstances and mom and dad decided to move somewhere here, leaving grandma behind and all their friends. So the support they had previously, they no longer have that support. So, in addition to living in this little section, Freddie's school is not far. So that is Mrs. Smith over there. And Mrs. Smith's class is here. I have not yet figured out how many friends Freddie will have or how many classmates will be in Freddie's classroom. I would figure that out as I write the book. So now Freddie will be moving and joining the rest of his class here. So that is basically all the characters that I may have in my book. And the bulk of what is going to happen in my book is going to take care at this little section at the bottom here. So this gives me an overall idea of what I expect, and as I write, I'll be taking a glance at this setup and helping me to develop the story as I go. So you can use whatever you like to represent what you want to do. Just do something that would give you will help the ideas flow. If you follow me on Instagram, you would have heard me say that start and the clarity will follow. So as you start working and doing stuff and creating picture representation of what you intend doing, of what is in your head, you will eventually find out that the ideas will soon start flowing. So I hope this is helpful. And if you need further help, remember to download my 10 concepts that was dropped a couple of days ago. And at the bottom, or the description box below, I'm going to drop how you can reach me so that I can be of further help to you. And so tomorrow, we can now start talking about the marketing bits of your book. And yes, we have to start writing tomorrow. So tomorrow, I'll give you like an outline, a layout of what we are going to do in the next 30 days. So I'll see you in tomorrow's video.